Hello. Welcome to Marion Bright Family Reunion, MenAlive's very first fully in-person concert in 2 years. We are so happy to be back on this stage. It's been forever, and it's just been amazing. The guys are especially excited because we have been rehearsing since September, but we have had to rehearse masked the entire time. So when we moved into the theater, it was the first time we were able to sing together without our masks on, and it was just glorious. And you're going to hear it very soon. We're calling this concert Marion Bright Family Reunion because this is our first time coming back together. And whether you, thank you. Whether this is your first time seeing us or your 51st time seeing us, whether you're sitting here in the Irvine Barclay Theatre or you're watching via YouTube from MenAlive's very first ever live streaming of a concert, you are now all members of the MenAlive family. So take a look around, greet your new siblings. And I just want to say, we're all coming to your house for Christmas Eve. Thank you. It's been a tough 2 years, year and a half, but we have a lot of amazing people here at MenAlive who've enabled us to continue on through this pandemic. And I want to introduce you to one right now. We have a new board member, and she's just dynamite. I'm going to bring her out here. Her name is Sherry Bakhtiari. Come on out, Sherry. Welcome, Sherry.
Thank you.
I'm going to hand you the mic. Tell us about yourself and what brought you to MenAlive and why you love us.
Thank you. Ooh, I'm always nervous to speak in front of an audience, but my name is Shahrazad Bakhtiari. I am an Iranian Muslim mom. I have 2 sons. Both of them are part of LGBTQ community. And when I found out that my sons are part of this beautiful community, I wanted to do something. I'm lucky enough that I work for US Bank, and they are a huge, huge supporter of LGBTQ community. And one of the supporters of MenAlive. So when they did have an opening, I applied. I had to write a letter. And in that letter, I found out that my oldest son is also part of LGBTQ. So I told, they write very nicely, so I asked them to write for me. Of course, as you could see, I have an accent, and I don't write that well sometimes. So I asked him, and in that letter, I said, both your sons are part of LGBT. And I wanted to show and share and teach everyone else to love their kids no matter what, no matter what. And I have an amazing support at US Bank. I'm on the board of LGBTQ community called BRG Spectrum. I'm on the board also, and I went to my first Pride in Palm Springs. And I love being part of this community. I'm honored to be on the board. I'm the outreach. I'm still learning. I still have a lot to learn, but I love the love that I get and the support that I get. And I hope everyone, if you have any family members that are not supportive of LGBTQ, please teach them, please, because the knowledge needs to be there. In my community, it isn't. We have to teach. I teach my brother, my mom, my aunt, and MenAlive did a lot for me. And I just want to say thank you, and thank you for having me on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Sherry's got to head back out and take care of some things in the lobby. And as she was speaking, I realized I never introduced myself. My name is Rob Neal, and I am the Executive Director and Creative Manager for MenAlive. And I've been with MenAlive for 16 years, and just absolutely love it. Thank you. If anyone here is interested in being on the board, we always are looking for new, good board members who can be just as dedicated as Sherry and our other board members are. We're also looking for volunteers all the time. We're also looking for singers all the time. If any of this sounds appealing to you, if you're even just the slightest bit curious, talk to the good folks out in the lobby, some of our Hearts Alive volunteers, and they'll be happy to give you all the information you need, or take your information and we can keep in touch with you to make sure that you stay reminded when we're going to meet. Speaking of meeting, if you are interested in being a singer with MenAlive, we will have an information night on January 9th, which is we can all get together at the Church of the Foothills in Tustin, which is where we rehearse, and you'll find out everything you need to know about being a singer. But we also have that information out in the lobby. And speaking of what's out in the lobby, have you seen that silent auction? The silent auction upstairs is full of all kinds of amazing gifts. If you have not finished your Christmas shopping, your Hanukkah shopping, your anything shopping, it's up there for you. And if you know anyone, if you're related to anyone who annoyingly has a birthday right around Christmas, I just want you to know that the gifts up in the silent auction count as 2 presents. So take a look up there. Also out in the lobby, Fletcher Jones has donated an absolutely incredible electric vehicle. If you didn't see it, check it out at intermission, because we are going to give that away, and you can enter to win that. If you have children or nieces or nephews, and you want to be that person that says, I bought you your first Mercedes, it's sitting out in the lobby for you right now, and you can take a look there. We're going to get started in just a moment. I want to give special recognition to 2 members of our chorus without whom we would not be here today, because their leadership, their talent, and their dedication pulled us through this pandemic when we could not come together to sing, where we rehearsed via Zoom. If you've ever tried to sing with another person via Zoom, it's not easy. So I want to give a special recognition to our board president, Mike Ochter, and our artistic director, Bob Gunn. Please give them a nice round of applause. They're standing right behind the curtain so they can hear you. I also want to give a huge thank you to our corporate sponsors, because they also were a huge help to us. First off, U.S. Bank that Sherry was talking about, but also No Let's, the Disney Community Fund, the Sack and Stone team, and Union Bank. Thank you so much to our corporate sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. So this is our family reunion, as I said, and you are all family. And I think this is a very special moment in time, because, as I said, this is the first time we've all been together. And in fact, this is the only time ever when this precise group of people is all going to be together in one room. And I think that makes this moment really special. And I just want to hold it in my heart forever. And how fitting it is that when we are finally able to come back together, we can do it to celebrate the holidays. Because I think we all could do with that about now, don't you? So here we go. MenAlive presents Merry and Bright Family Reunion.
Celebrate holly, put up the tinsel, before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, slice up the fruitcake, let's deck the hall with that evergreen bough. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas, just a little Christmas. Need a little Christmas now, Christmas now, right now.
Good evening, and welcome once again to MenAlive's Merry and Bright Family Reunion. My name's Tony D'Amico. Some of you might recognize me from my portrayal of Salt in the Lotke song 2 years ago. Yeah, tonight is not just the first time in forever that we've been together. It's also our 20th live holiday show and MenAlive's 20th anniversary celebration. You know, when Rob was talking about our considerations in starting up again this year, it brought to mind what we went through 20 years ago when we started this chorus. Our first rehearsal was on September 25th, 2001. It was 2 weeks after that September 11. And you may remember the national trauma that was going around, people concerned about gathering in groups, about being able to celebrate ever again, about being able to sing with joy. And added to that mix, we were starting a gay men's chorus in Orange County. The Orange County Register heralded us with a headline reading, "A Chorus of Their Own." And we sat there wondering, if we build this, will they come? Well, it turned out you did. I remember standing in the entrance to the hall that night with my burning candle in my hand, and we had the darkened lights in the hall, and the overflow crowd was standing all around the perimeter of the hall. And before the first note was sung, we were hit with this overwhelming applause that brought tears to my eyes and a lump in my throat. It was an amazing evening. Do we have some people here who were with us that first night? Let me hear you. All right. Thank you so much for staying with us. You know, we did have a special weapon when we started, and that was our founding director, Rich Cook. We were really blessed to have him leading us for the first 14 years. In our second year, I remember we were sitting around talking one time about what the chorus meant to us, and I made the comment, I felt like a group of friends who meet in somebody's garage and rehearse some stuff and put on shows just for the fun of it, and people actually pay to see us. And despite having grown in numbers and reputation, it still feels like a group of friends who gather together and rehearse for the fun of performing. That seems to me to be the heart of MenAlive. Now, there are three of us on stage tonight who were participating in that very first show. Two of us sang bass, and one plays the bass. That's Garrett Wolf. And all three of us have had the joy of participating in nearly every single performance that MenAlive has done. And that's included 54 regular shows, well, tonight makes 55, 4 gala festivals, various voices in Munich, Germany 3 years ago, 3 performances at the Hollywood Bowl, and this month we'll be having our debut performance at the Disney Concert Hall. Well, the other fellow that was singing that night, though he's still with the chorus, is no longer singing. He found a whole bunch of other roles to fill. Let's see, he was a soloist, he was a drag performer, he was an audio engineer, music arranger, accompanist, and assistant director. You probably know him as the guy that has his back turned to you and he waves his arm around while the performers do their thing. We all know and love him as our musical director and friend, Bob Gunn.
Thank you, Tony. And thank all of you for braving the public crowds to be with us tonight. We weren't sure that this was going to ever happen again for us, so we're very excited to be with you tonight. As we thought about this concert, we wanted to take a look back at some of the memorable moments over the last 20 years of holiday shows. So we're going to kind of pick and choose some highlights over the years. This next song is called Coming Out on Christmas. And it was written about 20 years ago when things were a little bit different as far as coming out publicly. But even today, it can still be somewhat of a terrifying experience, especially coming out to your parents. This song is a bit of a lighthearted look at what that might look like coming out to your folks on Christmas Day.
I intend to drop a bomb on my dear old dad and mom, for this year without a doubt is the Christmas I come out. First I'll get their full attention, then slip in a subtle mention.
Lovely tree, and by the way, some of my closest friends are gay.
That should do the job okay when I come out on Christmas Day. Oh, say, can you see it now? Watch my parents have a cow. For perhaps if fate is kind, they'll insist that they don't mind. Then they'll say we always guess. After all, look how you're dressed. Once we saw the Fab Five, dear, we had a hint that you were different. They'll adore me anyway when I come out on Christmas Day. Coming out to everyone makes the winter doldrums fun. It's a noble thing to do. Why don't you come on out too? Make the choice, damn consequence. Lift your voice, get off the fence. Shout it from the highest roof. Gay is great and you're the proof. Make this Christmas bright and gay. Come on out on Christmas Day.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem, O city with your heart of gold.
My heart will sing your songs of glory.
Jerusalem, 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 forever young, yet forever old.
My heart will sing your songs of glory.
Jerusalem. Oh,
Good evening. My name is Lester Ricks, and I've been a member of MenAlive for 17 years. When I joined MenAlive, I immediately jumped in and joined with the dancers and actors. But pretty much after that, I jumped into leadership also, starting off as a section leader, and then becoming part of membership. And over these years, I have had the pleasure of accepting and bringing in new members and making some wonderful bonds. And I love MenAlive so much that I just cannot imagine what life would be like without MenAlive. But then again, maybe I can. In 2015, we did a show called It's a Wonderful Life, Carol. And we did a thing where we showed that what Christmas would be like without the MenAlive holiday shows. There is no joy in the land. There were no presents. Even Santa became this evil demon from hell. Please enjoy the number.
Santa Santa Clauses, Santa Clauses, Santa Clauses coming to town. Here they dance the sparkling sugar plum fairy scum, showing some giant legs and feet. In those clothes the fairies can't disguise oversized butts and thighs, nothing is petite. On they dance and we cannot unsee what we see. Oh dear me, what a special treat. But though they may kill the ballet, all of them say, let's dance. Even though everyone here can see everything, they all keep dancing and don't give a damn. Even though everyone here can see everything and each resembles a honey-baked ham, they dance, they dance to fairy music, sparkling light. They tread the moonbeams of the night. Though we know they're not what you'd expect, show respect, don't object, anyone can see. In those tides, you know I'd not be caught. You can spot they have got a lot more balls than me. So why don't we try to celebrate every trait? They're all great and completely free. What would you do in a tutu? You'd say screw you. Let's dance. Jing-jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, what fun to hear the sleigh bells jingle. Jing-jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, they set your heart a-tingle. Jing-jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, I love to hear our laughter mingle. Ah-ha, oh-oh, gliding through the snow. Jing-jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, the bells have got the snowflakes dancing. Jing-jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, old dog is even prancing. Jing-jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling, the night is made for sweet romancing. Ah-ha, oh-oh, through the snow we go.
Through a winter fairyland we go a-gliding, in a cotton candy land of frozen charms.
And the way the sleigh is slipping and a sliding
Brings you sliding even closer in my arms.
Can't you hear the sleigh bells asking why we're single? As we fly across the leaves, doodle and dales.
and we're happy 'cause the sleigh bells seem to jingle.
In the winter fairyland like wedding bells.
Jing, jing-a-ling, 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 what fun to hear the sleigh bells jingle. Jing, jing-a-ling, 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 they set your heart a-tingle. Jing, jing-a-ling, 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 I love to hear our laughter mingle. Ah-ha, oh-oh, gliding through the snow. Jing, jing-a-ling, 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 the bells have got the snowflakes dancing. Jing, jing-a-ling, 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 old dog is even prancing. Jing, jing-a-ling, 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 the night is made for sweet romancing. Ah-ha, oh-oh, through sliding even closer in my arms. Can't you hear the sleigh bells asking why we're single? As we fly across the snowy hills and dales. And we're happy cause the sleigh bells seem to jingle in a winter fairyland like wedding bells. Jing, jingle, jing, jing, jing. Love to hear the sleigh bells jingle. Jing, jingle, jing, jing, jing. How it sets your heart a tingle. Jing, jingle, jing, jing, jing. Glad to hear our laughter mingle. Aha, oh, oh, gliding through the snow. Jing, 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 jingling, jing. Bells and bells, snowflakes dancing. Jing, 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 jingling, jing. Mr. Dog is prancing. Jing, 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 jingling, jing. Nights are made for sweet romancing. Aha, oh, oh, through the snow we go. Jing, jingling, jingling, jingling. I love to hear our laughter mingle. Aha, oh, oh, through the snow we go. Jing, jingling, 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 jingling.
I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Returning here after a 2-year absence is extremely emotional for all of us. Though you aren't here in this wonderful auditorium, we thank you for making MenAlive part of your holiday. I'll be introducing myself to the audience here in the second half, but you get to meet me first. I'm Mike Octor, President and Chairman of MenAlive. Though I only joined the group in September of 2018, my admiration and enthusiasm for our mission is difficult to adequately express. There's so much to this organization, and what you see here on stage is just part of the story. MenAlive is a community of singers, performers, and dedicated volunteers here in Orange County. We provide a safe environment for queer male singers to showcase their talents and build their friendships. Putting together our production takes months. It takes a small army of people to thoroughly plan, handle costumes, write scripts, design sets, set and run the stage, organize and execute the many lobby activities, sell tickets, organize funding, write and sign contracts, guarantee the health and safety of our patrons, members, and volunteers. Well, it's a lot. And I haven't mentioned the non-performance work that happens year-round. First and foremost, we are a nonprofit that is here to serve the unique needs of Orange County and the LGBTQIA community. You see, nonprofits in other counties have the benefit of a city center from which they can operate and identify. Think Los Angeles, New York, San Diego. MenAlive's challenge is to serve all areas of our sprawling and diverse county. In our third decade, we're planning to do a much better job of that. We're in the process of hiring an executive director to shepherd the growth of our membership and reach. This includes a larger chorus and the expansion of our wonderful Hearts Alive team of volunteers. In addition, strengthening partnerships with other arts, choral, and service groups is an important part of addressing the county's needs without stepping on each other's toes. The board's 3-year goal is to increase our operating budget 60% to 70% to accomplish these objectives. I welcome the chance to discuss our plans with you in the near future. Before I have to get backstage to begin the second half, I invite you to join us on our journey. If you have an interest in performing or just volunteering, go to OCGMC.org to find out how. If you can support us financially, the instructions are on the screen. Whether you're able to donate the $50 normally spent on an in-person ticket, hundreds of dollars, or just a few dollars, every donation is tax deductible and stays in Orange County. Thank you in advance for your contribution. Now, I wish you a safe and joyous holiday, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing.
Jingle
My grandma has a fruitcake, it's been in store for years, so every year at Christmas time it magically appears. She got it free in '53 at Macy's or at Sears. When it goes back to the attic, no one sheds a tear. Recycle the fruitcake, recycle the fruitcake. Send it to a cousin or an uncle, and then wherever you take it, you won't have to fake it, 'cause everybody knows a fruitcake comes around again. A fruitcake can be wide, a fruitcake can be thin, a fruitcake can be toxic, so they keep it in a tin. So when you get a fruitcake, never let it touch your skin. No! 'Cause you never really know where fruitcake might have been. Recycle the fruitcake, recycle the fruitcake. Send it to a cousin or an uncle, and then wherever you take it, you won't have to fake it, 'cause everybody knows a fruitcake comes around again. Fruitcake's been around the world. Mom mailed it off to Guam. It took a tour of Africa, then landed in Vietnam. It traveled down the Bosphorus. It was spotted in Bahrain. And today we got that fruitcake back. It was postmarked from Fort Wayne. Give me an R! Give me an E! Give me a C-Y-C-L-E! Recycle! Recycle the fruitcake. Send it to a cousin or an uncle, and then wherever you take it, you won't have to fake it, 'cause everybody knows a fruitcake comes around again. 'Cause everybody knows a fruitcake comes around again. All-purpose flour, baking soda, blackstrap molasses, and rum. Cinnamon, sugar, unsalted butter, eggs, green spices, and rum. Cherries, pineapples, oranges, and dates, almonds, flowers, macadamias, pecans. Lift up your voice, the toxic emission of your choice. And rum, 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 assorted rum, 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 assorted rum, rum, and the dash of California compost and candy fruit, assorted nuts, rum, 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 rum. Recycle the fruitcake, recycle the fruitcake. Send it to a cousin or an uncle, and then wherever you take it, you won't have to fake it, 'cause everybody knows a fruitcake comes around again and 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 again 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 and again.
mashed potatoes just covered in butter. And some homemade biscuits just covered in butter. And some green beans and some carrots and some peas, all covered in butter. Oh, there is nothing, y'all, and I mean nothing, that warms the heart, feeds the soul, and creates a good, loving family feeling like Christmas dinner. Except rum. Rum does that too. And brandy. A good shot of brandy in your coffee after dinner is a fabulous way to make sure your warm heart stays warm. In fact, a good stiff cocktail before dinner is a good way to make the Yuletide Gay. And don't forget the wine. At any time, really. Good Chardonnay, Cabernet, Merlot can set just the right holiday tone. Are you through yet, Norm? If a party goes on that long, nothing beats a good Jaeger bomb. And don't get me started on the eggnog. Sweetie, I think we must have started on the eggnog downstairs. It'll make Christmas sound like it's one big booze cruise. Just remember, Paula, dear, this concert's not called The Wonderful World of Butter. Now, speaking of eggnog, y'all, let me give you my favorite recipe. Oh, here we go. You start with 6 eggs, not just the yolks, mind you. And you beat them with a cup of sugar until they're nice and thick. And then you take the yellow whites and another quarter cup of sugar. And you beat those up until they taste like a little stiff. And then comes the heavy cream. We know. Anyway, after you pull all that together, you're gonna add about a half a gallon of milk and a tablespoon of vanilla, and then just a little pinch of nutmeg. And then it's time for the most important ingredient. Butter. What did you say? Bourbon. So, Paula, I think this is the beginning of a new transformation. Come on, let's go grab a stiff one. And drink blue.
ought to jingle it. Don't be mad, don't be sad, just jingle it. If you like it, then you really ought to jingle it. Ho, ho, ho. If you like it, then you really ought to jingle it. If you like it, then you really ought to jingle it. Don't be mad, don't be sad, just jingle it. If you like it, then you really ought to jingle it. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello, I'm Scott Sacken, and this is my husband, Philip Talbert.
And we are the MenAlive power couple.
Hi, I'm Dean McCleskey, and this is my husband, Rob Barker.
And we are the MenAlive power couple.
I'm John Holcomb, and this is my husband, Jeff Whitaker.
I don't know how I let them talk me into this.
Are you guys ready down there? Welcome. Scott and I have been together for 41 years. And it's hard to believe that almost half of that time we've spent being involved with MenAlive. Scott was one of the lucky guys to see that very first concert that Tony was talking about. And he got so excited that he just couldn't wait to let me know about it, because he knew I did sing. But anyway, so he gives me a call. He's so excited, he forgot I was 3 time zones away, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he called me, and I rustled out of bed, and he says, I just came from this amazing concert. These guys are fantastic, and you are going to join this group. Well, okay.
Well, there's only one diva in our family, so I know how to keep a marriage together. I don't sing, but from the very beginning, I have loved being a part of MenAlive behind the scenes, starting on many committees and then being fortunate enough to be on the board of directors and even being development director for a couple of years. It's just been a great ride. I love these guys. I even snuck on stage a couple times, once in a tutu and once in a bathing suit.
That was a few years ago.
Hey! Well, at the end of the day, MenAlive has truly been a source of joy for us.
Back in 2009, Dean had convinced me to audition with him for MenAlive so that we could have an extracurricular activity to share. Now, I had never been to an audition before, so I was quite nervous. So nervous, in fact, that I came up with a simple plan to get out of it. And that was, while he was auditioning, I would casually slip away to the car and hide. But I'm glad, I'm glad that it worked out that way, because here we are 12 years later, standing together on this stage, still singing with MenAlive.
And since then, we've sort of been fixtures here at MenAlive. And, you know, although Rob and I were legally married in 2013, we've been together 30 years. And the other thing is, you can probably see Rob is not quite as shy as he used to be. In fact, he's quite the showman. You know, I've served on the MenAlive Board of Directors for several years, and it was an honor working and serving with others who love MenAlive as much as Rob and I do. One of the things that's really been great about MenAlive is that we've developed lifelong friendships that we cherish. You know, truly, MenAlive has been a constant source of joy in our lives.
Jeff joined the chorus before I did, about 15 minutes before. We had been dating on and off for about a year, but were on a break the day we joined.
Well, you just had to bring that up.
Anyways, it's been an amazing 19 years since that day, and I want to thank MenAlive for helping to bring us back together again.
What? I don't talk on stage. I sing. I dance. I don't talk on stage. I'm not gonna say it. I don't talk on stage.
MenAlive has truly been a source of joy in our lives.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite.
Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy. Said the lamb to the boy. Do you hear what I hear? Hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy. Through the sky, shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? Hear what I hear? A song, ringing through the trees with a voice as big as a sea. With a voice as big as a sea. With a voice big as a
Shepherd boy to the mighty king. Do you know what I know? In your palace wall, mighty king. Do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold.
Said the king to the people everywhere.
Listen to what I say.
Listen to what I say.
Listen to what I say.
A child sleeping in the night. He will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness. A child sleeping in the night. He will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness. Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I In December, he promises that next year we'll go south for the winter, where balmy breezes blow and caftans are in style by the sea. He's been so busy he forgot, but I have not. I refuse to freeze off my Gavinta. I've done some Googling and found a lovely place, a paradise for me. I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica, wearing sandals, lighting candles by the sea. my mouth. Oh Lord, can you hear me? Honk if you're there. Oh Lord, won't you heed this hungry and desperate dieter's prayer? Amen, amen. I ate too much at Christmas, I ate too much at Christmas. I thought I'd never do this, but I ate myself into this. And if I do get through this, I'll never do it again.
We'll have some roast pork, roast beef, fried chicken, leg of lamb, pizza, steak, sausages, pepperoni, smoked ham, game and spare ribs, a big stuffed turkey, lamb shanks, meat pies, and beef jerky, roast duck, grilled fish, buffalo, kangaroo, wild boar, squid wings. Oh my God, I'm gonna speak.
I ate too much at Christmas, I ate too much at Christmas. I thought I'd never do this, but I ate myself into this. And if I do get through this, I'll never do it again.
We'll have some M&M's, jelly beans, taffy, marshmallows, Oreos, Hershey Kisses, cornmeal, chocolate, raisin eggs, Cracker Jacks, gummy bears, Tic Tacs, Fiddle Thick Mints, Mars bars, Kit Kat, Coke and lemonade, 7-Up, some kids. Looks like I might have to go to the dentist.
I ate too much at Christmas, I ate too much at Christmas. I thought I'd never do this, but I ate myself into this. And if I do get through this, I'll never do it again.
We'll have some fruitcake, gingerbread, mince pie, vanilla slice, cheesecake, donuts, ice cream, cherry pie, chocolate, trifle, cake, canes, pumpkin pie, creams, cake, granny sauce, apple pie, Alamo, chocolate, custard, cinnamon buns. Look out, son, because here it comes.
I ate too much at Christmas, I ate too much at Christmas. I thought I'd never do this, but I ate myself into this. And if I do get through this,
This is the worst I've ever felt.
Can't you smell that buttermilk?
let me loosen up my belt and do it all again.
This next song is a complete departure from the last one we just did. This is a fairly new choral work done by Eric Whitaker, who is an amazing contemporary choral composer, and he just writes beautiful, ethereal stuff that is fun to sing and fun to listen to. And this is called Glow, and it's evocative of a snowy winter morning out in the woods. Just before sunrise, and just that glow of the sun just peeking up over the hills, that very first thought of sun.
Softly falls the winter snow.
Hello, my name is Mike Octor, and I'm the president and chairman of the board for MenAlive. Thank you. When I joined this group in 2018, I fell in love with these men and our mission. And I got involved, very involved. In fact, just at the beginning of the pandemic, I took my current role as president. Great timing? Not so great. I can't tell you the difficulties that we had with the board and the group to keep MenAlive alive for those 19 months. But thanks to the persistence and energies of many people and our donors, I'm looking at you, US Bank, we were able to produce a virtual season for 2021. And we're very proud of that work. Go to our YouTube channel and have a look. It's still up there and will be for some time. In that season, our Christmas show was Merry and Bright at Home Edition, right? Clever. And we had a new member for that season. He never met us in person. He only rehearsed with us on Zoom. But he got a solo in our next song, Still, Still, Still. So I would like to bring that song out of the virtual realm and bring him into real life to reprise the solo. Please welcome longtime member and audience favorite Bill Morrow and the not so new but quite talented Jordan Sampson.
Joyous day to come, while guardian angels without number watch you as you sweetly slumber. Dream, dream, dream of the joyous day.
first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Angels we have heard on sweetly singing, and the mountains in reply joyous strains.
In excelsis Deo, gloria Glory, hallelujah. Sing, shout, sing, shout, sing, shout. Glory, hallelujah. Sing, shout, sing, hallelujah. Sing, shout, glory, hallelujah. Sing, shout, sing, shout, sing, shout, sing, shout, sing, shout, sing, shout, sing.
Tour band, Joe, Adrian, Garrett, Sean. Representing our dancers, Walter. And to the many people that helped make this concert a reality, coming out, our extra special volunteers. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for helping to make this a great evening for us, a great experience, just a wonderful way to kind of cap off or start off this holiday season. Hope that you've enjoyed yourselves. I hope that you leave here with a song in your hearts and some good holiday cheer to spread to your not so cheerful neighbors, maybe. We do have one more song we'd love to do. And we'd like to dedicate this to our founding director, Rich Cook. Rich had a dream 20 years ago to start this little germ of an idea called the Orange County Gay Men's Chorus, MenAlive. And 20 years later, we are still here, and we've got big plans to go to the future. We're really excited about our concert at Disney Hall just in a couple of weeks, our debut performance there, as Tony said. And we've got big things planned for the rest of this year. Fingers crossed that all things go well with this pandemic. But we're going forward regardless or not. Dedicated to Rich Cook, have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight, out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be far away, far away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden